Hey everyone, it's Age of Sigmar time today. Now, in our ongoing battles around Ulfin Khan, the Stormcast have abandoned the cities. They are up in the hills, eradicating the flesh-eater courts, and a vampire lord named Dracea has seized his opportunity. He has moved into the city with his undead legions, aided by Blood Knights, and he will crush what's left of the Dawnbringers.
Sponsorship.
When?
Just give us it.
We're back. Hi Jack.
Hi mate, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's good to be back in the Age of Sigmar.
Absolutely.
In Mortal Realms. Now, today we've got Soulblight Gravelords because of a new book, but it's your book.
It is my book because I'm going to start Soulblight Army.
Because we're using mine today because yours is not like arisen yet.
Yeah, it's not come out of the ground.
Yeah, but what are you actually planning to do? You've got your cities today, but what are you planning on doing with your Soulblight?
So there's a little snippet of lore in the new Soulblight book about Neferata and her city.
The big hat.
With the big hat. And what she likes to do is she likes to have her skeletons all polished and looking nice in gold. So I've got the Death Rattle box that came out, which is really good.
Yes.
I'm going to paint them up with nice shiny golden armour. And then have her riding a snake and stuff, like she's coming out of the desert and things, because she's a Tomb Kingsy sort of thing, isn't she?
Oh, so she normally rides like that big cat thing, doesn't she? Like.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Yeah, but you're going to change that to be a big snake instead.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're using the
Daughters of Cain endless spell is roughly the same size.
the big endless spell snake thing. Yeah, man, that's a good idea. That I like that.
Yeah, don't say it.
I was going to do that I was going to paint it bronze as like a statue and turn some stuff into like terrain. Because I love terrain, don't I? So, but you have to bear with us because obviously this is the first time using the new book. It doesn't look like that much has changed really, apart from they've took out the triplets and the Varg is now legends. I didn't know that.
All the Cursed City stuff's going to legends, apart from Radikar.
Apart from Radikar,
Yeah.
right? The Beast
And the Wolf, I think.
and the Wolf. All right, okay, but still, stop saying they're fake legends.
They're good models.
Stop saying they're fake legends. You buy something, you walk out the shop,
And it's gone.
and it's in legends, and then the Death Guard Codex comes out, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So, anyway, I've got the legends rules through, so it should be all good. I've made the terrain as dense as possible so I can't get shot, because I'm metagaming my boards now.
Ridiculous.
Honestly, can you believe it? Looks cool though, doesn't it, right? So, yeah, let's get showing off our lists. Hopefully remember our rules. You know who you are in the comments.
Keep us right, please.
Keep us right. Turns out you can't redeploy and charge. Something you didn't know. Or something I didn't know anyway. Let's show off our lists. Alright, here's my Soulblight Gravelords army. We are playing 1700 points today because the cities of Sigmar had all the points dropped. So I just matched what Jack has in points. Games where actually constantly dropping the points means you'll never ever complete an army. Ever. But when it comes to Soulblight Gravelords, the army rules seem pretty much the same from what we would call the index. The only thing that I noticed that was different was that when you return one of your destroyed units, you don't have to roll for it, it just happens. So that being, if any of like your zombies or your skeletons, things like that, your direwolves are destroyed, you can bring back one unit at half strength back onto the board once per turn. And I'm sure you had to roll a 4+ for that, but now it just seems to happen. You've also got your rule that your Soulblight Gravelords heroes can heal units, as in return models back. You've got the hunger, so the vampires can heal themselves if they fight, and if they destroy a unit, they heal 2d3 back. And then you've got, I don't have the actual models of them, but we've got these, the grave sites have been changed to be a terrain piece now, but I've got the old mausoleum pieces, and they're basically the same thing anyway. So they're going to count as them, then you place them, and that's the same as how grave sites used to be. It's another way of bringing on your reinforcements into the game, so you can put some of your undead into the grave, and then they can appear out of those. I'm still supposed to call them grave sites. We were called grave sites before, and the new word for them is too hard to say, so I'm just going to call them grave sites. Skeletons can pop out of them, and give people the spooks. So, and then we've got the, what do you call it? What do they call it? Battle formation? Yeah, battle formation. I'm picking the one, the back anal of blood. That gives vampires +1 to wound when they charge. So because I've got some blood knights that literally the paint is still wet on them, just want to make them better for this game, hopefully. But they'll probably catch a cannonball to the chin or to the fang. Blah! So I'll go over my regiments and characters, enhancements and all that stuff now. Okay, the general for my army there is a vampire lord called Dracia. He's got a fancy rule called Sanguine Blur, which means he can, on a free plus, you can remove him from the battlefield and set him up again on the battlefield 9 inches away from non-heroes or 3 inches away from actual heroes. So he can just be like, blur, and appear 3 inches away from somebody. And then he's got a trait called Unhinged Rampager, so you can reroll charges. And he's got Shard of the Night, which means he ignores, as his artifact, ignores rend when getting shot at, which is pretty good. Maybe he'll teleport about and beat up a random hero who's strayed too far away from the flock. And then his regiment is basically all vampires. So we've got, we'll start over here, we've got my Vargskier, a big monster. It's going to slap some cities about. We've got the triplets from the Cursed City. Get out of the way, you. These are cool models. And then probably some of my favourite vampire models Games Workshop's ever released. I've got the Askurgan True Blades, the vampires who only drink the blood of beasts, they don't bother with humans or anything like that. But they're just absolutely incredible models. I absolutely love them. I mean, if they did a full army like this, I'd be all over it. And then, basically, where my army is going, the big picture here, is Blood Knights, basically, and Lord Vordry. So they're bringing out an actual model of Lord Vordry. And I've got, my army used to be Bloodkeep back in the old world. So I had a big block of Blood Knights. If you remember back in the day, Blood Knights were just an absolute menace. Who is sending me messages, right? So this is the old metal Blood Knights. Now, I've basically, these have got paint wet in them because I've got to try to get them battle ready. I've been repainting them to sort of try and match my army. But I really wanted to use them for this game. And I have 10 of the new plastic ones as well. So I'll tell you what, give me 2 seconds and I'll show you. Quick edit. So here's some more work in progress Blood Knights. These are the new plastic ones. So she is much further along than the rest. But you see, this is how I start them. So it's like a painting video almost. Paint their armour in Calabite green. Then wash it with the oxidisation colour, which is the name I can't remember. Then dry brush them with Warplock bronze to start getting the oxidised look to the armour. And then after that, I'm going in and painting in all the red parts and the cloth. But she was like, this was like my tester model for the scheme. And then I went back to these Blood Knights to try and make them sort of match in. So the champion of the unit is the closest to being in this new style. But eventually my army will be Blood Knights led by Vampire Lords on Dragons and Lord Vordry himself once that new model comes out. It's absolutely sick. But yeah, I wanted to get these done for this game, so they're sort of battle ready at the moment. They look okay, but keep an eye out for where the army's going to. Hopefully we'll have some just whole Blood Knight army kicking about. My next regiment is all the Skellingtons, led by a White King. So we've got a unit of 10. These are the new models. Why are you looking the wrong way, you? Turn around. There we go. He's back. He knows what's going on. So yeah, led by a White King, the unit of 10, and then I've got a reinforced unit, which are the old, bloody, they're like old now, because they keep replacing skeletons every 2 seconds, don't they? Which I kind of like, actually, because you keep getting all these different skeletons in all the different types of armour, but doesn't that kind of make sense that there's like, they're digging up skeletons from all these different ages of Sigmar. Do you know what I mean? Like all these different cultures and different like civilizations, and then just as Soulblight just raising up the skeletons from them all. I think it works out really well actually for all the different armor designs that you've got on the skeletons. Then my last regiment is led by a necromancer, so I've got like the trifecta of Soulblight characters: a White King, a necromancer, and a vampire lord. And then we've got a reinforced unit. Wait, is that even reinforced, or they just come in 20s? Zombies?
Zombies come in 20s.
Ooh, blue brains. So I don't have a reinforced unit because a reinforced unit would be 40. Maybe one day. And then I've got a unit of direwolves as well. Usually they just charge forward to tie up somebody before the big hitters get there. But yeah, I'm glad I've got the little trifecta. Oh, one last thing as well. The old metal blood knights. If you ever need to put someone's window through, use these, the old metal ones, because they weigh an absolute ton. So let's have a look at Jack's Cities of Sigmar. Okay, here's Jack's formerly 2,000 points, but now 1,700 points Cities of Sigmar.
This is my third game of them in 4th edition. I'm still not entirely clear on what they do, so this might be fun.
You issue orders.
Yes. So we'll go through the orders as they come up in the game, rather than list through them now.
But you've got a movement one, a shooty one,
a chargey one,
and a combaty one.
Yeah, and a combaty one.
Right.
So they'll come up as we go through the game.
And they are issued by characters.
By characters, yeah.
Yeah.
So my overall battle formation, I'm using the Ironweld Guild Army, which adds 3 inches to the range of the shooting units.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Which you've pretty much plonked all into one regiment, haven't you?
Yeah, this regiment here. And then the artifact I'm going to use is the Brazier of Holy Flame, which I'm going to throw on the Marshal.
Okay.
So at the end of any turn, he can return D3 models to a unit that's not in combat.
Okay, so shall we go over your regiments and your general and stuff now then?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so the general is Talia?
Yeah, Talia Vedra is my general. She's got some good combat attacks. She's got a lot of things that affect monsters, but you don't have any monsters, so we won't be using them today.
I've got a white monster.
Oh, nice. Gives us that sponsorship.
Yes.
She does have an ability to give out more than one order a turn, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
And then if she's in combat, she adds 1 to wound rolls and gives other units 5 up ward if they're also in combat within 12 inches.
And she returns models, doesn't she? Yeah.
I don't think she does that anymore. We'll have to check the profile.
All right, we'll have to check.
Yeah. Also in her regiment is some Cavaliers to the right.
Yep.
They do mortal wounds on charge. They've got quite a nice combat profile and they're pretty fast, so they'll be following her around.
Yeah.
And then we've got my Free Guild Marshal, who's also in the regiment.
Yes.
He's got the Brazier of Holy Flame
yes.
and an heirloom Warhammer.
Yeah, and then you weren't going to have the steel helms reinforced, but then we've obviously been able to return models. You've decided to actually reinforce it and go for a big block of what, 22 is it?
Yeah, 20 of them. We'll see what happens.
I thought they came in at like 11. I thought there were 11 models in pair.
Yeah, you are right. It's the priest, isn't it, that adds the extra model on him.
Yeah. So you've got like 22 of them in a big block, and then he can return models to the unit.
So hopefully that works out.
They can, they'll stick around, yeah, or they become like 22 extra zombies for me. Brains. Next regiment.
We got Pontifex Sinestra on her battle chair.
Yeah.
She is a priest too. She's got a spell that gives out your roll and then you can choose an effect. So there's one that gives out a ward, one that increases movement, and then there's one that does D3 mortal wounds to enemy wizards and priests on a 2-up, which is pretty useful, I think, this game.
Yes.
Given you've got 2 of them. That's cool. She can also unbind one as if she's a wizard.
Yeah.
Which is, again, useful because I don't have any other wizards. She's got 20 flagellants following her around, so another block of infantry. They do the same thing as zombies, where they do mortal wounds when they die, and they get +1 to that roll if they're around Sinestra.
All right, sick.
And then I've brought back the classic Hexbane's Hunters, who still aren't as good as they were in 3rd, but they're a Legends unit, and they're pretty cool and thematic for the armies.
My vampires cursed him.
Yeah, and he's all withered.
Yeah, he's really, he's like really, really old now. This is like, you know, when they do like the reboot of a film with like an actor who's like 80 and like you're never ever going to retire from this role.
They're going to start giving him a CGI face.
Yeah, he's played by Harrison Ford, clearly, isn't he? So yeah, he's going to talk about the old glory days.
And then probably fall over and break his hip or something.
Yeah. Then the last regiment.
Yeah, so this is my shooty regiment. This is led by the Fusel Major on the Ogre. He has an ability where if he hits an enemy unit, every other unit within range of him gets +1 to hit as well.
Sick.
And then he's got the heroic trait Mastery Ballistics, so all-out attack orders in the shooting phase also adds +1 to wound.
Sweet.
Which is pretty cool. He's got 10 Fusiliers with him, which I really should reinforce to 20 when I actually paint my other box, but
yeah, that'd be cool.
I haven't got them yet. But they're a shooter unit. They hit on 4s, wound on 4s. Pretty useful. I got the cannon, which is a cannon. We'll see if it actually hits anything this game. We'll see. And then I've got Wildercore Hunters, who I might actually play a little bit more aggressively with this game and use them to take objectives and things rather than just camp.
DMX music starts playing. Okay, here's the mission we've just chosen to go for, the battle plan even. Shifting objectives, classic with me and Jack. Plus, because I set the terrain up before deciding on a mission or anything, this was much easier to put the objectives down for, because of how dense the terrain is, because we are inside of a township. Observe. So our armies are down. Jack put his army down first, so he's going to pick whether he wants to go first or second, but I'll just go over where everybody is. So on left flank we've got dire wolves, we've got zombies, we've got necromancers, we've got werewolves, vampire werewolves. These triplets, as long as they're within 1 inch of a terrain piece, can you can't be shot at over 9 inches away. Blood Knights are sort of in the middle of my deployment, just because I didn't know which way I really wanted to go. I don't really want them all getting shot, but Jack will really want to shoot them because they're devastating in combat. Then we've got Dracia. He's just accompanying the Askurgan True Blades. They've got special rules for fighting against monsters, so Talia Vedra's over there. Hello. And then right flank, White King, 20 skeletons, and then we've got, that's one of my grave sites. Over here is a grave site. And over here is another grave site on the left flank. And I've got 10 skeletons set up in the grave. So, Jack, what we're looking at, mate?
Talia Vedra on my left.
Yep.
And then because you started hinting that the True Blades were going to hunt her down, she's got a cannon set behind her.
Yes.
With a mace. But
yeah.
It looks cool.
It does look cool.
She's got some horses following her around.
Yeah.
And the Fusel Mage is there to guard the cannon and make it a bit more reliable, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
In the centre, I've got my block of 20 steel helms with my Marshal, and they're being backed up by 10 Fusiliers, just giving them some covering fire.
Yep.
And then, again, just right at centre, I've got 20 Flagellants with Zenestra, and Hexbane's Hunters. And then at the front, we've got the Wildercore Hunters who get a free scout move at the start of the game. So they've moved forwards a little bit, just to see if they can get onto the objective.
Yeah, and in this mission, basically the primary objective you roll for, and it switches, and then the underdog can sort of try to alter the roll. So you've got 3 objectives, one there, one next to this church on the bad side for me, and then one next to this, what would you call this thing, some sort of like... Monument or something?
I guess.
And the one's next to that.
Nice.
And Jack, you're choosing to go first, correct?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be Cities of Sigmar, turn 1, see who's going to get a cannonball to the face. Oh, and because these grave sites are now actually like terrain pieces rather than just being a token, you can destroy them, I believe. So you might just put a cannonball straight through one of them and stop the skeletons coming out.
Do they come back?
They only come back if you take a command trait, which I've not taken.
Oh, so I can just destroy them and they won't ever come back?
That's correct, yeah.
Ah.
Not in this game, anyway. Okay, turn 1 for the cities. Jack has picked Seize the Centre because it is turn 1.
They call it the turn 1 gambit.
Yes.
The Sicilian opening.
So everyone's legged it forward.
Yeah, I've formed a bubble around the centre objective.
There's so many bodies.
There is so many bodies. Zenestra got her double spell off because she chanted first.
Yep.
So she's thrown up a 5-foot ward bubble for everyone within 12, which these are all wholly within 12, which is nice for this turn.
Yeah, hold a minute.
And then she's also done D3 mortal wounds to your Necromancer and your Vampire Lord.
Yeah, so my Necromancer's got 4 health remaining, and my Vampire Lord, Dracia, only has 3 health remaining. So I will have to be doing something about that pretty soon.
The Fusiliers have moved up just to support. They won't be able to shoot this turn because they've moved, so they actually get 1 less attack and less range if they move.
Okay.
So they won't be doing anything.
But the cannon?
The cannon is in range of your skeletons, as is the Fusel Major. So we're going to see what happens there. And then Talia Vedra's moved up to capture that objective, and the Knights have moved up behind her.
Okay.
And this objective is the active objective for this map.
Oh, that is the one that's worth more. You're going to be getting the big 10, aren't you? You've done your battle tactic because you've got 2 units within the centre, because they're all speedy boys. Then you've got the primary objective, you've got more objectives. Yeah, you're getting the big 10 here. But next up, Cannonball. Oh, you need to shoot the Fusel Major, you need to snipe him first, doesn't he? Then makes them more accurate, right?
Yes.
Right.
That's the way it works. So let me just figure out if I want to spend a command point for that.
Okay, so we're going over there first, but Jack is not issuing all-out attack over there because he just remembered that my Vargskier, when he charges, counts as flying. So he's just like big bound, woo, and that means that he could potentially like leg it up here, jump over everybody, and try and rip Zenestra out of her battle chair, which would not be sound. So yeah, you're going to try and take him out.
It wouldn't be ideal.
Not ideal, no.
So we'll go with the Fusel Major. So
Okay.
He's got 24-inch range base, but because of the battle formation, he's got an extra 3. Sorry.
Extra 3, yeah.
So we're going to target those skeletons. So it's going to be 3 shots.
Yes.
On 3s.
Okay.
2 hits.
Yes.
No
I'm going to all-out defense with the skeletons, by the way.
Okay. And these are going to wound on 3s. So 1 wound, 1 rend, so no rend.
Okay. 5 up save for a death rattle skeleton. Nope. How much damage is that made?
2.
Okay. We've got a ward save. So you take out 2 skeletons. Next up, the cannon gets the benefit of more accurate. It's +1 to hit now because of the Fusilier.
Yeah, so +1 to hit. So this is going to be 2 shots, hitting on 3s, wounded on 2s.
Nice.
So 2 hits.
Bam.
Wounded on 2s.
Yeah. Of course.
1 wound.
Of course. What rend is that?
2 rend.
Alright, so I've got a 6 up save then. Nope. What's the damage on that?
D3 +2.
Beautiful.
So
Big 5 damage.
Yeah.
Ward saves. None. So you take out 5 skeletons there. Bam.
Go straight through them.
Bones everywhere. Okay, next up, the Wildercorpse Hunters targeting the Vargski. It turns out they get +1 to hit as long as they're within 3 inches of a terrain feature, so you don't need to waste the command points, which is handy.
Read your rules, guys.
No, it's not the Warhammered way.
So 2 shots from the Hunting Arbalist. He's going to hit on 3s, wound on 3s.
Yes.
So 1 hit. Brilliant. Wounding on 3. Wounds.
Minor.
2 rend.
Alright, straight through then, mate. What's the damage?
D3. So 1.
Yeah, ward save of a something.
6 up.
Yeah, so it takes a wound off its health. Then you've got crossbows.
Yeah, so Hunting Crossbows.
Give him a volley.
So these are going to be 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Going to wound on 4s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 at -1.
Okay. 6s. Oh no. 6s. Oh no. He's got 3 health remaining.
Brilliant.
Okay, end of turn 1 for Jack. He scored the big 10. Because you've got 1 objective, 2 objectives, more objectives, primary objective, and you've done your battle tactics. You've got everything you could possibly have because you're all cans of up in the middle.
Yeah.
My triplets, they can move at the end of any phase on a 3+, and they did. And then I returned 1 skeleton back to that unit, which means it's now Soulblight's turn 1. Okay, turn 1 for the Soulblight. I'm going to go for Do Not Waver. That's get 2 units to fight and have no units destroyed. Yep, that's the plan. I'm just going to do a little recap after the hero phase because quite a few things happened. So that's the battle tactic I went for. My Necromancer, he's fully healed because he cast Vile Transference and sucked the soul out of some of these Wildercorpse Hunters. Did you kill the dogs off again?
I did kill the dogs off.
Oh, he's back at it again. Peter's going to be reporting us. So yeah, sucked the soul out of some pit bulls and healed himself up. You imagine he's got like a wet nose now.
It's amazing.
You know, in Hot Shots when the guy changes into a dog.
Yeah.
The guy. Over the my lord, my vampire lord, he. What's the word? What do you do? Regrouped? Was it? Rallied. That's it. Rallied to get his wounds back, and then he zapped a few more of the flagellants with vile transference. I can still cast it, right? Even though because it's unlimited.
It's unlimited. Cast it as much as you want.
All right. Okay.
It's like that flesh eater ones that are deranged transformation.
Yeah. So he's zapped a few of them with spells, and over here with my army rule, I healed back 3 more skeletons who jumped to the front because what I want to do is get that objective because it is the primary objective. So with more, Talia is only with 5 objective control. So I think with a run, or maybe as I pay the command points to make sure they move onto it, I'll just plonk a load of skeletons in range of that objective and take it off her by objective control. The plan is I'm going to try and get the Blood Knights into combat and the Varg Skier because of the battle tactic. You can't lose any units this turn, so I want the Varg Skier to bounce. So he's going to run off and hide behind a building for a turn. I might rally him actually next turn, maybe. But that's the plan. So now that's my hero phase. I'm going to do some movement now with the Soulblights. Okay, let's round up the movement phase. Turn 1. Doggos moved up. They haven't advanced, so they might be able to charge. My Varg Skier, he's hiding, he's licking his wounds. The zombies advanced. They're terrible now in the new book. Really nerfed their stat line. They've got less attacks and to cause less damage when they die, so that's not great. Bloodborne are right up in the grill of the Wildercorps. Blood Knights are trampling up the centre. The Flagellants redeployed, but Jack only rolled a 1, unfortunately, to try and get them in the way. Kill me. Dracia and the True Blades are sort of just waiting it out. They're going to see what happens, see which way they need to go, see who goes where, who does what. Now, I spent a command point to, at the double, the skeletons to get them onto the objective. I was a little bit more aggressive with my White King at first, until Jack pointed out that with my battle tactic, Talia Vedra could possibly countercharge and kill my White King, so I was like, thank you very much, I'll move him to the back. Jack is still thinking about going for him by doing a countercharge to leap over the building and get him, but at least he's slightly more safe. And then these skeletons dropped out of this grave site because they're not going to be able to do anything this turn, really, I don't think, but it means next turn I could possibly take their flanks between them and the Direwolves. I don't have any shooting in my army. Jack's got 2 command points for a countercharge unless he decides to shoot in my shooting phase. Now, let's find out. Okay, no, Jack's not going to shoot in my shooting phase. He is, he's all set for that countercharge idea. So I might try and get her with those skeletons over there next to the gatehouse. But I'm going to roll a bunch of charges now, and I'll let you know how my charge phase went. I've got 2 command points in case I need to re-roll any of them. Okay, so charges are done. The Bloodborne and the Blood Knights have made it in. Oh yeah, time to get trampled. In fact, I can't do the trample rule that I've got because you have to actually move. Blood Knights basically have a rule called Riders of Ruin, which means they can ride over infantry. I didn't roll enough to be able to ride over the infantry. But if they do ride over infantry when they're charging, they cause mortal wounds to them as they do it. So just trample them down. Unfortunately, I didn't roll high enough for that to get to Zenestra. But they've got a buff from the army rule, and then they've got buffs because they've got lancers, and I'm going to put all-out attack on them as well and see what they can do. And then over here, I failed my charge of the skeletons, and then Jack did counter-charge. He needed a 9 to be able to leap over this, and he rolled a 3, so he just made it to combat with my skeletons. I've got 2 command points. I'm going to start with my Blood Knights, and I'm going to put all-out attack onto them. Let's see what the Blood Knights can do. Okay, I'm down to 1 command point. This is 1 Blood Knight, 2 Blood Knights, Blood Knight Champion, all-out attack. they're putting their attacks into the flagellants. These are hitting on a 2+, wounding on a 2+, -2 rend and 2 damage each. So that is 1 miss.
2 misses.
Oh, I'm cheating. And then that is 12, 14, 16 damage caused to the flagellants. Ooh. So this is 16 5-up ward saves.
Of which I make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'll be 9 4-up.
Yeah, so 9 are dead. And when you cause your damage on a 4-up?
Because they're in range of...
oh, it's an extra, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortal wounds on your Blood Knights.
5 mortal wounds back to the Blood Knights. So I've got my ward save of a 6-up. Come on, just give me 1. Just give us 1. No, so I take 5 damage in return, which will take down a Blood Knight and injure another. I forgot to do the Nightmare Steeds into the flagellants as well. So this would be normally 5s and 3s, but it's going to be 4s and 2s. So that's going to be there's no rend or anything on that. So you've got your save followed by your ward save. So you've got four saves.
So 6s.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, and then they are 1 damage a pop.
Followed by 5s.
So take out 3 more, then you've got your mortal wound thing to do.
Another 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, so 2 ward saves for me. Can I roll a 6? I cannot. So it's another Blood Knight gone down. Next up, these 2 vampires into the Wilder Corpse. So that's 5 hits. 5 wounds. So that's 10 damage.
So it'll be 10 ward saves. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 ups. So it's 1,
Doing well with these ward saves.
3, 4, 5. I think that's 5 dead unless they've got 2 wounds each.
Doesn't matter, they cause 2 damage. That's 5 of them dead. And the Nightmare Steed, see if they can trample the rest. 4s and then 2s. That's 2 more saves, whatever your armour save is, mate.
6 ups.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, 5 ups.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, ward saves.
So 1 more dice.
Cool. So that's 6 of the Wilder Corpse taken out. Okay, next combat. Jack is activating Talia Vedra.
So I gave an order in the charge phase, so she's got an extra attack on all weapons.
Yeah, and I am going to use my last command point on all-out defense for the Skellingtons.
Oh, we're going to go for 4 attacks with the Lion's Jaws. Hitting on 3s.
And this thing affects companion weapons as well.
This isn't a yes, it does.
All right,
this
cool.
is all the attacks.
All right, cool.
Wounded on 2s. 3 wounds.
Yeah, what's the rend on that, mate?
2 rend each.
2, so it'll be 6s. Oh, these dice will not roll 6s.
So that's 9 damage in total.
Oh, crumbs. 6s again. Yes, you take out 7 with the Lion Jaws.
And then we've got the Scorpion Stinger. So 3 attacks hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
Yep.
Brilliant. Wounded on a 2. Wounds, 3 rend.
Alright, straight through.
D3 plus 3.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
Oh dear. 6s again. You take out 2 more, so you're on 9 skeletons so far.
And then the Weapon of Office, so 7 attacks hitting on 3s. 2 misses.
Yes.
And then wounded on 4s. 1 wound.
What's the rend on that?
1.
Okay, 5 or 6. No, get through damage.
2.
Yep. 6s. Yeah, so you take out 11 skeletons in total. Not bad, not a bad go. Not enough though. Next up to attack will be my Bloodborne, attacking into the Wilder Corpse. I've got 9 attacks, criticals are 2 hits, and I'm getting +1 to wound because of my back anal of blood. So that's 3 misses, but 1 goes back in because of the crit 2 hits. And then these are 2s. That's 6 at -1, mate.
1, So 6 ups. You get 5.
10 damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 awards.
Oh, you're spiking them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that enough to get rid of the unit?
Yeah, the unit's gone.
Hey! Blue! Next up to attack is Zenestra. I didn't realise she was actually in range. I didn't intend that, but she's in. So she's going to try and take out that injured Blood Knight.
So 4 attacks from Acolyte's Club and Axes.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
Nice.
Wounding on a 4. Nope. And then 3 attacks from her Scepter. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, no rend.
Okay.
Fine.
Yep, it's fine.
And then the Flagellants will pile in.
Then the Flagellant. Next up, the Flagellants piling into the Blood Knights.
There's going to be 13 attacks, 4 and 4.
Trying to pull him off his horse.
Plus to wounds. That is 2 wounds, no rend.
Yeah, he's down to 1.
And then you 6 at wars.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he's fine.
Fine. Brilliant.
He didn't even get his helmet off. Okay, we got excited over here and we forgot the skeletons get to attack. So my skeletons will pile into Talia and do nothing. It's the end of turn. I did a wound to Talia Vedra over there. That'll teach her. So that vampire heals up because of the hunger. And then I get D3 skeletons back over here. I get 1 skeleton back. It's okay. It's enough. I've got enough to take the objective, so that does me. That's fine. Do you have any end of turn stuff you need to do, Jack? That you're aware of?
No.
Okay, let's do the scores. Okay, at the end of turn 1 for the Soulblight, I managed to get myself 9 points because I have one of the secondary objectives, that one. I have the primary objective, that one over there. And I did my secondary battle tactic, which basically ends up at 9, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you got more than as well.
And I don't have the other secondary objective. I would have got an extra point if I had that middle one, but I think I did okay there, considering. So it's dice roll for turn 2. It's a 2. It's a 4. Would you like to go first, turn 2?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Cities of Sigmar, turn 2 coming up. Bam! Okay. It's turn 2 for the Cities of Sigmar. Jack has gone for Slay the Tyrants. Because he has a plan. So this is the end of your movement phase, yeah?
Yeah, end of my movement phase. I've moved up over here, 20 steel helms who are going to charge that vampire. Although you have just told me that the werewolf in that True Blades unit can throw out a strike's last.
That's right. He can. Well, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure he does put it on a 4+. That's what he used to do. Whether they've changed it, but it was called like Blood Curdling Howl. Put strike last on a unit.
But I'm still going to do it because it's funny.
Yoink.
The Cavaliers are threatening that White King there. I've got obviously Vedra's in combat there with the skeletons, but behind her is Cannon and Fusel Major, so hopefully they can take out the skeletons, and then that frees up Vedra a bit more for a charge.
Yes.
I've moved the Fusiliers up. They've still got 1 shot because they've moved. However, the A contested that objective, and B they're in line of sight of the Blood Knights, so they can fire at them.
Yes.
Hexbane's Hunters have ran back round to do some shooting and some charging, see if they can get in on that objective.
Do some hex and do some beaning.
Do some hex beating.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to the shooting phase.
Let's do it. At the start of the shooting phase, the Fusel Major on his Warhulk is shooting at the skeletons that are crawling all over Vedra.
So 3 attacks, hit on 3s. 2 hits. And that's an auto wound actually, because that was a 6.
Nice, he's got lethal hits.
Pulled that one.
40k.
I'll put that one aside.
Yep.
And then 3s to wound. So just the 1 wound, 1 rend.
1 wound, 1 rend. Need a 6. No.
2 damage.
Ooh. Ward saves. Nope. 2 skeletons are taken out by that 1 shot. Next up.
So he's going to fire a grape shot from the cannon at the skeletons. So these are going to be 5 attacks hitting on 2s because of the +1. They all hit.
Nice.
And these are going to wound on 3s. That is 3 wounds at 1 rend.
Okay, need some 6s, lads. Get your shields up. Yeah, one of them got shielded.
2 damage each.
Alright, so that'll at least not kill the unit off. So ward saves. That takes out 2 skeletons, leaves
Nice.
3 in the unit. Okay, next up, the Fusiliers, all out attacking into my all out defense and Blood Knights.
So 11 attacks, 3s and 5s.
Do it.
2 misses.
Yes.
Nice to wound. Sorry, 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 1 rend.
Freeze. Just bounce off the Blood Knights. Next up, we've got Hexbane and his Hunters. They're going to try and take out the Blood Knights.
So 9 attacks from their black powder pistols.
Is the crossbow still a separate weapon?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hitting on 3s.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Wounding on 3s. No, sorry, wounding on 4s.
Okay. Oh, Blood Knights. Oh, Blood Knights.
2 attacks from the crossbow launcher. Hitting on 4s. Both hit. Wounding on 3s.
Oh, it's a
Double
dud.
one.
It's a dud. Blood Knights. Oh dear. Any more shooting, mate?
I don't think so. I think that's me.
Okay, so charge phase. So Talia has issued +1 attack on the charge to these knights, and then the marshal round there has issued all attack to the steel helms on the charge. So
Not all, it's not all attacks, it's +1 attack.
+1 attack, sorry, that's even better. Because you can then combine it with all out attack. So knights are going for the white, well, you don't have to say, but knights are probably going to try and go for the White King. Steel helms for the Askurgan Troubadours and the Chaos, the Vampire Lord. Then what, the marshal's going to go over into the Blood Knight, you reckon?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go for it. Right, you're going to roll for some charges, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, Jack's completed his charges. Hexbane, he's wanting to be an absolute hero. He's charged right into the middle of both the Blood Knights and the Bloodborne. The Marshal, he's charged in. Did contemplate a counter-charge with zombies, but I remembered how terrible their stats are now, so that's not happening. Jack rolled a massive 10-inch charge for the Steel Helms. So they've fully wrapped around the True Blades, because now they're all in combat range of the Vampire Lord, to try and drag him down. But I've got a dice in my hand here for something which I'll go over in a second. Now, over here we've got the Cavaliers. They've charged in, they caused a mortal wound when they charged in to the White King. Talia, start of the combat phase, has given them +1 to wound and a 5 at ward save, because that is her ability that she can do. Now the reason I've got all this dice is because of that werewolf there. If I roll a 4+, those steel helms get strike last. So this is big. This is really big, because if not, 20, they've got extra attack as well, so 20 of them will beat my Vampire Lord to death. So do not mess this up. Gut-wrenching howl. Oh, damn. No. He didn't howl enough. Okay, I'm going to let you all in on our little conversation we're having. So Jack was thinking about starting on the Blood Knights, but I was like, you can't do that, because then I'll just activate the True Blades and chop down a bunch of your Steel Helms. Plus, I moved Jack's models for him, because I'm on this side of the board, and I moved it so, because he rolled a 10, every single Steel Helm can attack my Vampire Lord in the middle there. So Jack is deciding to put all 60 of his attacks into my Vampire Lord.
Mostly for content.
Mostly because it'd be hilarious. But are you going to all-out attack them?
No.
That's, I mean, I'm obviously all-out defensing him, right? Right? Of course I am. So all-out defense on him. Can a Vampire Lord survive 60 attacks for a bunch of fat plebs with piss-pot helmets on?
So here's the first 21, because it's actually going to be 61 attacks.
Right, okay. 61 attacks, but they hit on a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2,
First lot.
3.
Next 20.
17, 18, 19.
Oh, he's on 27 hits so far.
28, 29.
That's 37 hits on him. Now wounds. Jack's just informed me these attacks have no rend and I have a 2+ armour save.
So 37 for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
13 wounds so far.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
25 armour saves for my Vampire Lord. Coming up. 25 2+ armour saves for my Vampire Lord getting donked over the head by hammers and mallets. I can see some ones. Oh, there's loads of ones. Okay, I failed 8 armour saves. That is not good mathing. That's terrible. So I've already rigged my dice. To save my Vampire Lord, I need to roll 4 6s here.
You can do it.
I've already rigged the dice, mate. It's happening. He's dead. Turns into bats. Flies away. Okay, I am going to activate my Blood Knights next because that Marshal has a damage-free hammer. So my 3 Blood Knights are all going to try and take him out with all-out attack. 10 attacks into the Marshal. Freeze to wound. So that is 6 4+ saves for him. He's dead.
Yeah.
Goodbye. And the horses just eat his corpse. Next up, my poor White King, who's only got 4 health remaining. Jack's activating the Cavaliers. All of them are attacking into him as well. He's got 21 attacks to go.
4's to hit.
Ooh.
3's to wound.
Ooh.
1 rend, 2 damage.
Ooh. Big Fluff.
4's to hit.
He did not Big Fluff. Freeze coming up. Ooh, hello.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -1.
6 at -1, so these will be 4s. That's going to be 8 damage off him. He's got a ward save. Can I spike? I cannot spike. The White King is also now dead. You're taking out all my leaders. Yeah, I'm now going to activate the triplets, and they're going to attack Hexbane's Hunters. They've got a 5 up ward save, Hexbane's Hunters. How dare they? Anyway, get stabbed. So that's 3 misses, but 2 go back in because they've got crit 2 hits. They wound on a 3. That wasn't very good. Only 4 -1.
There's 4 6-ups.
Yeah, 4 6-ups.
Nope.
They are 2 damage a pop though, so you've got 8 ward saves to make. So you take 5 damage. That should. They've all got 2 wounds a pop, haven't they?
I think.
But they used to.
Let's see.
Let's find out. Yeah, Hexbane's Hunter's got 2 wounds a pop, or 2 health. So we come to this side of the battlefield. We've got Talia Vedra's gonna donk some. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's alright. I was thinking, why didn't I activate my White King? Never mind. He's dead, that's why. Yeah, and now those 3 skeletons are about to be gone. What do you reckon, folks? Do you think Talia Vedra can kill 3 skeletons? Or kill again? She tried her best to not kill them. The Manticore completely fluffed, so she had to end up doing it with a weapon of office and start cracking some skulls with that, but they're gone. But for me, that means next, in my turn, I can bring back 10, and I don't have to roll for it like you had to last in the index, so that's quite good. So I'll be getting 10 skeletons back, and they could come out of the grave sites. So we've got any more combats to do? Oh yeah, I've got my True Blades to do, you've got your Flagellants, you've got Zenestra, and you've got Hexbane Hunters. But now it's going to be the True Blades. So first up I'll do the True Blades, then I'll do the Curse Blood. So the True Blades and the Champion, freeze and freeze. Not bad. -1 rend.
How many?
So it's 8 5-ups.
4 die.
Doing well with these 5-ups.
I am. 4 die.
Yeah.
And then we'll do your guy.
Then the Curse Blood.
Yeah, we'll do that and then we'll take it.
Yeah, the Curse Blood's got 5 attacks. But he only hits on 4s, unfortunately. Oh, they've got crit 2 hits them. 2 seconds. It's 1 more at -2. Oh, nice. Nicely done. Yeah, I checked that. The Skirgan True Blades have actually got plus crit 2 hits, so that after adding it up, they took out another 3. So 7 of the Steel Helms were taken out by the True Blades. All that's left to do combat phase wise, we've got Hexbane, the Flagellant, and Zenestra. Okay, so that's all the combat's done. The White King's gone, the skeletons are gone, the Vampire Lord is gone. Rest in peace. The Marshal is gone. Now, after all the combats were done here, all I managed to do was do 2 wounds to this Blood Knight here. But at the end of the phase, Hexbane has his Flamewood Stakes, and on a D3 on a 3+.
2 up.
2 up.
D3 on a 2 up. So I need to roll, if we're rolling...
Yeah, so it's, God, I hate this. This is the worst thing that they've added into 4th edition, is this 2 up on a D3. Just roll the dice. Don't roll a 1 or a 2, please. That would be great. No, he's spiked, and because I'm an undead, you get
+1 damage. So
that's
it's going to be
4 mortal wounds. That could kill 2 blood knights, like him diving into both the chests with a stake in each hand. I'm back. I'm thinking I'm back. So I need to roll 1-6 here, otherwise I lose 2 blood knights, and that would not be sound. Oh, and then because of them killing the marshal earlier, he'll be healed back up to full, because now that was it's Jack's turn, so his ability proc. Now my ability proc's the hunger, so that vampire who's got a stake sticking in his back heals to full as he eats the marshal.
Yeah.
But the other one is gone. He is gone. Damn! My soul. I actually took out the champion instead. Wound markers don't mean anything in 4th edition, just put count down on the unit. I took out the champion because I want to keep my unit next to the objective. So that's the end of the turn. We'll do the score. It's a bit strange, this game. That flank over there fell apart, but you're holding your own on this side, I think.
For this turn.
See what happens. But you took out my heroes, which is big. Let's do the scores. Okay, end of turn 2 for the cities. Jack scored 9 points like I did last turn. For doing the exact same thing as me. 1 secondary, the primary, battle tactic. So that's over to Soulblight turn 2. Let's see what I can do. Okay, Soulblight turn 2. I've done my movement and my hero phase. I've gone for take their flanks as my battle tactic. The dire wolves are doing it over here. You don't have to be wholly within, you just have to be within 6. I've got no command points left because I did rally on my Vargskier, which healed back 2 wounds. Zombies and the Necromancer are moving up to the fight over here. The Necromancer didn't do anything with spell because Sinestra stopped it with what do you call it? What was it called when you deny a spell? Unbind, that's the one. Skeletons, basically, I didn't want to bring skeletons in over there. On that side of the battlefield, Talia is basically blocked off the grave site. So these skeletons turned up here. They've got 9-inch charge into steel helms. As the crow flies, it's a 10-inch charge for the Vargskier because it can fly when it charges. It'll just leap over the building. And then, as I said, on this side of the battlefield, we've got the skeletons are getting me take their flanks, and I moved up and ran for potentially putting a threat on the cannon and the Fusel Major. I ain't taking that objective off those knights and Talia Vedra. I've got no shooting. I don't think Jack's planning on shooting back, so it's just going to be straight into the charge phase. See how we get on with that. I've got some zombies, a Vargskier and some skeletons to roll for. Okay, my zombies made it in. So they're piling in down between this mausoleum thing and the Blood Knights into the Flagellants. And then over here, the Vargskier made it, but the skeletons didn't. However, Jack used his last 2 command points to countercharge with his Knights. Very, very clever move. It's probably got to win him this fight over here, and possibly could be winning him the game, that sort of move. They trampled one of the True Blades straight away with their charge ability. So now we're straight into the fight phase. It's my turn. I need that werewolf to howl at the knights. 4+. No, he's fluffed it again. Oh, he must have like a sore throat or something. He's getting some smoothers or something. That's not good. We don't like that. No siree. Okay, combat phase. I'm going to have to activate the True Blades. I'm going to have to try and chop down at least one of these knights before they donk on my vampires with the damage to attacks. This is the ones that are in range plus the Curse Blood afterwards, but these hitting on a free with crit 2 hits. Nice. It's a full house because I rolled 3 6s and 3 misses. Freeze to wound. It's -1 saves.
So 6 4-ups.
Yeah. I knew that was going to happen.
Take 1 damage.
Oh no, what is it with people coming to my channel with amazing saves? Now I need the Curse Blood to kill that one knight I've just done a wound to. He only hits on a...
Oh wow.
No. There's one left just looking on in disbelief at how terrible I'm rolling, and he's going to try and kill a Steel Helm. He hit one of them. Wounded one of them, -1.
5 up?
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey.
Kills the Steel Helm.
Brilliant. That's what we needed. Next up, the steel helms are going to put as many attacks as they can into the Vargskier before it attacks, and then the two that can't will attack the true blades.
So the two hit the true blades first, so 4 attacks, 4s and 4s. 3 hits. No wounds.
Okay, yeah, and then it'll be
20...
11 of them, so it'll be 23 attacks into the Vargskier.
Yeah,
bring it down.
4s and 4s into the Vargskier. Yeah. Wounds.
Oof.
Terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Has everyone got rubber weapons in that fight? I hope your knights do. Just bounced off.
Nice.
Next up, I'll do my Bloodborne into Hexbane. Bloodborne. You're named after that awesome game. Get him. Oh, come on. Not too bad actually, because I got crit 2 hits. So, freeze to wound. Oh, there it is. There it is, people. It's only 3. God, I might have to do another dice change here. I don't like this.
-1?
Yeah, -1, mate. 2 damage a pop.
6 ups?
Yes.
Nope. So
6 damage.
5 it was. So you do
5 damage, so it's 3 of them removed. So it just leaves Hexbane.
That's all we need.
Next up, it's Hexbane himself. He might as well attack me before the Blood Knights kill him.
How many wounds do the Bloodborne have?
3 each. Hexbane is going to try and take out the Bloodborne instead, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay?
He's done 2 hits.
Okay.
He's done 2 wounds, no rend.
No rend. 6s. Nope, damage.
1 each.
1 each, alright, okay. One of them is down to 1 health.
Nice.
Sweet. Next up, who are we going to attack with? Might as well do my zombies now, because then you've done Hexbane. Might as well pile the zombies in. Yeah, I've piled my zombies in. I can't get over how bad they are. I feel like there's something I'm missing on the data sheet, but there just isn't. 5s. 4s. 1.
6 up save. Nope.
Oh yeah.
4 up to drag one down. Drags one down.
Oh yeah. Oh, ward save. Oh, exciting stuff. Yeah, yeah. So I kill a flagellant and lose a zombie. Wow, wasn't that great? Zenestra's going to try and take out the injured Bloodborne.
So clubs and axes, 4s and 4s. 2 hits. 1 wound, no rend.
6. Damage.
1.
6. Yeah, you take out a Bloodborne.
And then the Sceptre of the Wheel. 4s and 4s. 2 hits.
Break the deal. Spin the wheel.
No wounds.
Alright, but you took one out, mate. You took one out. Next up, the 2 remaining Blood Knights. See if they can take out Hexbane, the Hunter. Possibly. It's 3 saves at -1.
3 6-ups.
Oh wait, sorry mate, the -2. So they're wards.
So he dies.
Why does he die? Has he only got one wound?
2 wounds.
How many damage? 1?
Yeah, and I will. Oh, so he's got 1 wound left.
He's got 1 wound left, yeah. So I need to get him with the horses. I think that might be 2 hits. I'll check. One hit, I need him to die from it as well. Ooh, right, fail your save, please.
So 5 up.
Yep. 5 up again.
5 up. Nope. Dies.
Horse bites his head off. Next up, the charging cavaliers into my poor true blades. I'm not looking forward to this because I've got no command points to do an all-out defense. Ooh. Ooh.
21 attacks, 4s and 4s.
4s again?
Yeah, 4s to wound. Terrible.
Oof.
2.
What's the rend on that, mate?
1.
1, eh? 6s to save him. Yeah. And then
damage.
2 damage. Next one. I take a wound, so it kills off the injured true blade. Who of the trusty steeds will make up for this? My steeds just killed Hexbane.
So 10 attacks, 5s and 3s.
5s and 3s.
2.
Oof.
Followed by 3s.
Yep.
2 wounds, no rend.
No rend, 5s and 6s. Uh-oh. I need to roll a 6 or it takes out another true blade. 6! No! Be a 6! No! Your true blade goes down to a horse. Did better than they actually did more damage than the riders.
Ridiculous.
Okay, next up, the Vargskier into the steel helms. He's got lacerating fangs, hit on a 4. Of course. And he's got 4 attacks with his raking talons. Ready, they're all hit. Well done. And these one done a 2. They are rend 1 but damage 2 a pop.
How many? 4?
4, yeah. 4 5-ups?
Yeah. Damage 2?
Yes.
2 die.
Okay. And last up, we'll see what the flagellants can do to those 2 blood knights.
12 attacks, force.
Nice. The answer was 1 wound to a blood knight, but it makes no difference because they fought this turn, they'll just heal straight back up. Speaking of which, D3 from a Varg skier. He gets 2 more wounds back, he's up to 7, so he's 1 off max. They can't heal because no one injured. It was a good job you killed off that Bloodborne because he would have healed as well. Right, scores?
You scored 5.
Oh, okay, I only scored 5 that turn. 1 secondary objective and my battle tactic of take the flanks. Unfortunately, it puts me on 14, so I'm only 5 points behind. If I was 6 points behind, I could have double turned, but I don't have the option of doing. Well, I can obviously double turn, but I can't score my battle tactic. So it's over to a dice roll to see whether I do go first.
3.
3.
It's me, isn't it?
It's you, isn't it?
Yeah. Cool.
Are you going first?
Yeah.
Okay, turn 3 for the cities. Jack's going for take their land. He's going to take this building. It's his land. You know what I mean? He's taking his own land back, should be called.
Give it back.
Hero phase stuff. Zenestra got off the... Alrighty then. the ward save. The ward save off.
F's in the chat for the port.
Right. And, yeah. Talia's going to beat up some skeletons, as she's been doing. She got plenty of practice in earlier. So, they're obviously stuck in combat. They're capturing that. This fight's still going on here. Only thing, you've moved up your war... Oh, your cannon and your war hulk have moved though, right?
Yeah, so I've moved them up so that the Warhulk can give all-out attack to the Fusiliers, so they get +1 to hit, +1 to wound.
Yeah, and then you're going to try and blast the Blood Knight off the saddles, yeah?
Yeah, but the Ogre can also shoot the True Blades, which will give the cannon +1 to hit.
No, the cannon can shoot and move.
I believe so, we'll double check the rules.
Nice.
It doesn't say it can.
They probably can. Let's do some shooting. Sweeping shot. Okay, so it turns out cannons can't do the cannonball on the move. Excuse me, I'm choking on pasta. But it can do a grape shot.
So it's just going to fire the skeletons.
So it'll do a grape shot into the skeletons before Talia batters all the skulls in. It's first things first, the Fusel Major on the War Hulk into the True Blades. Take it away, Jack.
1 hit.
Yep, that's all that's needed.
1 wound.
Bam. Minus.
-1.
Okay, need a 6. Nope.
2 damage.
Oh, I need to roll at least 1 6. I rolled, no, you snipe a True Blade. Bam.
Nice.
So, grape shot from the cannon into the skeletons.
5 shots hitting on 3s. They've all hit.
It's on a 3 on the move. What a load of nonsense.
Wounding on a 3. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 at -1.
Okay, 6s. 6s again.
It's 2 damage each.
That's 2 damage a pop. Right, okay. You just took out 6 skeletons with that grape shot.
Nice.
Madness. So, it's the Fusiliers with all-out attack, which gives them +1 to hit and +1 to wound, into my Blood Knights, who have issued all-out defense too. This is not going to be pretty.
So 21 attacks because they've stayed still.
Yep.
3s and 3s.
Oof. That was 8. So 8 free-ups. Oh, it's going to be a Blood Knight dead unless I can roll a 6. Roll a 6. Oh, no, Blood Knight goes down. Damn. So that's shooting done with, and then Talia has charged into those poor 4 remaining skeletons over there, so rest in peace to them. Obviously these are all stuck in combat, so where are you going to start? Oh wait, no, we're not done. We're not done. 2 command points. The Dire Wolves. They're in.
Nice.
Counter-charge. Right, so Dire Wolves are counter-charged. Jack's finished eating his chicken and pasta. Warhammered, baby. And next up, the Cavaliers are going to... You could choose to go first with them, yeah?
Yeah, I think if I get some True Blades down, it just shows up my battle tactic a bit, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, because if you're trying to secure this building, so if you donk this True Blade champion, that would be a good start, I think. Yep. So, do you all out attack them?
Yeah, I'm going to all out.
Okay. I've got 1 CP. You only damage 1 now, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to have to... do I all out defense them? I was on about doing all out attack over here, wasn't I? So I could get rid of Fork and then clear up that side. I don't know what to do. Let me have a think. I've gone for it. I've gone for all out defense on the True Blades. Just parrying all your blades out the way.
So 16 attacks hitting on 3s.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, 5 ups. Oh, come on. So, and they damage 1, aren't they?
Yeah.
So 6s. So you take out 2 more True Blades, then you get your horses.
Yeah. So these are 5s. So
4s.
going down to
4s now, yeah.
4s and 3s.
Well, that's 6.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. No rend.
6 4s. Ah, made up for the last roll. Yeah, so you take out 2 and injure another. Okay, it's just the True Blade Champion and the Cursed Blood left. Now I think I'm going to have to activate them now because with them only having 1 wound, Jack will just put the steel helms into them, try and donk them. And ideally I want to try and at least dismount one of the knights because they're doing my head in. So the Champion... Go and get a 6. Oh well, 3 hits will do. 2 wounds, -1.
So 2 4-ups.
Yep.
5.
Right. The Cursed Blood. 5 attacks, but he only hits on 4s. It's against the knights as well. Hey! And he wounds on a 3. 4 wounds at -2 this time.
Very good. 6 ups. No, 5 ups.
5 ups. There we go.
Damage.
1 a pop.
You pop 1.
And injure. Excellent. Next up, the Steel Helm's are going to try and take out the True Blades before the Vargskier eats their guts.
21 attacks. Hit on 4s.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nicely done. 4s. So 3 get through. It's enough to kill them both. No, the Cursed Blood is left alive on a single wound.
Okay.
Okay, next up, my Dire Wolves jumping all over Zenestra. Oh, hang on. 21 attacks. So 1 more on top of this. The hit on 4s, wound on 3s. Ah. 9 saves for Zenestra.
Rend.
No.
So 9 4-ups. 9 5-up saves. Followed by 4-up wards.
4 upwards, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a 4-up ward built in. So she takes 3 wounds. She's down to 6.
She's got 6 remaining, eh?
Yeah.
Oh dear. So Zenestra is going to swing past the wolves and try and take out the Bloodborne.
So clubs and axes hitting on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 wound, no rend.
Yeah, 6. 6 again. Yeah, gets through.
And then the scepter, 3 attacks hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4 wounds, no rend.
6. 6 again.
D3 damage.
Oh, right.
So 2.
Okay, I need 1 6. Didn't get it, so you donk one of the Bloodborne.
And 1's on 1 wound.
No, he's just dead. He did 2 wounds. So I'll do that remaining Bloodborne, so you take more wounds off Zenestra. 3 hits. 2 wounds, -1.
2 6-ups.
Yeah,
Damage.
4 damage.
1 more, so she's got
no.
5 wounds left.
5 left.
We may as well go with the...
Okay, so the Flagellants are just going to try and take out zombies. The Flagellants did a massive 1 damage to the zombies, and now my Blood Knight will also attack Zenestra. 1 hit. which didn't wound. Oh dear. His horse. Completely missed. Well done, him. What an idiot.
It's Vedra, and there's you to finish.
Oh yeah, forgot about her.
Battle of skeletons over there.
Yeah. So over here, she's going to take out some skeletons. I'll let you know how it goes. Next up, I'll do the Varg Skier before I do all the zombie attacks. Lacerating Fangs. Only hit once. Wounds on a 2. Yeah, that's -2 free damage.
6 up ward. 6 up save. Sorry. Nope.
3 damage.
Oh yeah. So 3 die.
So 3 die from that. And he's got 4 attacks from his Raking Talons. They all hit. Wounds on a 2 as well. That's 3 at -1. So that's 4 more damage to the unit.
So 7 die.
So he kills 7 of them.
So there's 3 left.
Rawr. Next up, I'm going to pile in all my zombies and I'll let you know how they got on. Zombies did absolutely nothing. Well done them. Okay, at the end of City's turn 3, Jack has scored 8 points because he doesn't have the primary, but he has 2 secondaries. So now it's Soulblight's turn 3. Could have done with more people being dead over here by now. Okay, Soulblight movement is done. Oh, my skeletons are done. Oh wait, I'll be back in a second. Just remembered I could bring back 5 skeletons. No real anywhere I can put them really, so they just jumped out of this grave site here. They can at least try and leg it for the centre of the board. What's happening? What is happening? Necromancer, he's going to go for a 10-inch charge because he's lost the plot. Skeletons, they're going to try and help kill the steel helms because I've picked the battle tactic slay the entourage, and those steel helms are part of the entourage, so if they die, gets me the 4 points. That's the primary, which I've still got. As far as getting across into the centre or the other ones, I'm just, unfortunately, these the flagellants have held me up so well that I'm going to really struggle. So I've got no shooting, so we're straight into charges. I'm going to do it live. I'll do it live. I'm going to roll that Necromancer right now. Necromancer needs a 10. He doesn't do it. The Skeletons, they're next to the Varg Skier. Yeah, they've rolled a 6. They're in. They only needed a 5. Anyone else charging? There isn't anyone else, is there? Well, them lads there. Who could they charge? No one. Brilliant.
Who are you going to charge?
I was thinking about those skeletons there.
I might counter-charge the Cavaliers again.
Yeah, you can do. You can do, mate. I'll do my charges first before you move your dudes in. Yeah, so the Knights counter-charge. They rode down 2 skeletons on the way in. One of them is injured, so put that there. So yeah, let's get it on. Obviously it happened off camera, but the Cursed Blood has put Always Strike Last on the Knights. He finally did it. He got the lump out of his throat, and they've got Always Strike Last now. This changes possibly where I was going to start attacking with now. Let me have a think. So because of that, I'm actually going to put the Cursed Blood, I'm going to attack with him first because he only has 2 wounds. Put his 4 attacks into the Steel Helms. So he only hit the once. He wounded though, -2.
6 up.
Yeah, oh, great.
I'm going to go with the Steel Helms into the Skeletons.
Yes.
Which
Good.
are 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so you got 9 attacks into the Skeletons. Two
wounds, yeah.
5 or 6. 6s. You take out 2 skeletons.
Nice.
Who will then attack you. Okay, the skeletons into the Steel Helms. 4s and 4s. Still not enough. 2. It's terrible, 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 terrible dice rolling, and nothing happened.
Right.
Am I not even going to get my battle tactic because I can't kill 4 Steel Helms? Over to this scrap, Zenestra's going to try and take out the last of the Bloodborne because they've got 2 damage on attacks. 1 club and axe hits, does nothing. Now Zenestra needs to do it with a funky staff.
And the funky staff is hit twice.
Alright, 6s. Nope, so it's 2d3 damage. 5 damage, that's another Bloodborne dead. Oh, come here, oh, come here, come here, come here. 6s, I need to roll 3 6s. I did not, you kill off the Bloodborne.
Nice.
Damn, there's damage 2. I just want to know whether I'm going to get my battle tactic. So the Varg Skier, you need to not be a pleb. First attack, the one that's damage free. Puts on 4s. One of them hits, wounds on a 2. Damage, that's -2. Damage 3.
You killed 3. There's 1 left.
1 left. 4 attacks with his raking talons. Only hit once. Oh, who's done 2? Did it.
Minus?
1, I believe.
5 up.
Yeah. No, right, I didn't get my battle tactic. Oh dear. Okay, next up, Flagellant's going to try and take out the Blood Knight.
4s and 4s.
Oh my goodness.
That was good.
That was very good.
I'm going to roll in the exact same way.
Not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, please. You nearly got him. He's got a wound remaining.
Nice.
But you've got no one left to attack, have you?
No.
Never mind. Tell you what, while I'm there, I'll do the Blood Knight into Zenestra. He hit 3 times. Wounded a 3 sheath infantry. -2 rend against infantry.
So straight through damage?
Yep, damage 1 a pop.
So 4 ups. She takes 1.
She is rolling so well for her wards. The horse, 1 hit. 1 wound, no rend or anything. Yep.
She's got 4 wounds left.
The dire wolves into Zenestra. How many wounds she got left? 4.
4 wounds left.
Oh, no rolling like that, I'm not going to get. Classic Richard dice roll, strike again. I can't even kill her. Not even enough. 3 wounds, no rend.
5 ups. 4 ups. She got
3 wounds remaining.
3 wounds left, yeah.
Alright, any zombie that can reach her, I will attack her with it. Can the newfangled terrible zombies take down Zenestra? Possibly. No, is the answer. 1 wound.
She's fine. 3 wounds left.
Okay. Zombies into the Flagellants. 2 hits. Oh. 1 wound. Oh, come on. Can I get a Flagellant? Come on. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
5 up ward.
oh,
Nope.
oh. Do you
4
call
up,
it?
dragging it down. Nope.
Oh, yes. I took out a Flagellant. That was my battle tactic, actually. I've just remembered.
1 flagellant.
Yeah. I think I've done all my attacks, mate, which means it's always strike last now, so it's over to your knights. We've got multiple targets to pick from.
We'll go in the Vargskia.
Oh, so 2 of them can go into the Vargskia, and then the others go into the skeletons, or the... We want to get rid of that cursed blood, really.
Yeah. Alright, we'll do that. 2 into the Vargskia, we'll do that first.
Yeah, so you're still going for the Vargskia, so this was the champion and the other one who could reach.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s. Wounded on 4s, I imagine, as well.
Yeah, wounded on 4s. 3 wounds, -1.
3 wounds at -1. I think he might have a 6 up save, bro. Just roll, see what you get. It doesn't matter, they're all gone through.
2 damage each.
Yeah. So 6 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
6s. Took 5 wounds, it's got 3 remaining. Can the horses get it?
5s. Followed by 4. 3, sorry. 1
Yeah,
damage.
it's got 2 wounds remaining.
Damn. And then the rest into your cursed blood.
Okay. 2 knights actually going to go for the skeletons. After the knights were done attacking, they did 3 wounds at -1 rend. I didn't get it on camera because I was too busy blowing my own brains out with a sneeze. Yep, so they all get through.
6 damage in total.
Ooh, buggery. That's all the skeletons gone. Skeletons are trampled to undeath. Okay, absolutely terrible turn for the undead. I only scored 2 points. Puts me on 16. Jack is on 27. He's a full 11 points ahead of me. And basically the problem I've had now is the speed bump of the Flagellants over there have fully stopped me with their ward saves and the absolutely awful combat stats of some of the units. And then over here, I completely dropped the ball and I couldn't kill 4 steel helms. So, yeah. I can't see how I'm going to be able to swing it back, because if Jack wins roll off again to go first, the cannon, the fusilier, and the fusiliers will just blast whatever's left of mine that's any sort of threat. The knights will trample and win that fight there, and I won't be able to push through enough here to do anything. And Talia Vedra is still completely fine, and she'll just turn around. So I think what's left, I think the Necromancer sees the writing on the wall, and he's going to do a Team Rocket, and he'll be back with a more nefarious plan in the future. Watch this space. I'm throwing the towel in, lads. But damn it.
Good game.
That was, I did not see it going that way.
No. I was very surprised.
It's not like me to throw a towel in Sigmar. I know that's like kind of the joke, like the turn 2, turn 3 towel throwing, but I couldn't, maybe you could see something different, but I couldn't see how I could have salvaged that. I was stuck in combat, and it seemed to be like you were doing the correct thing. You had your guns not tied up, and you had other people tying people up, so you can then just keep shooting in from the rest. For the rest of the game, you've just been shooting into combat and chipping away at me while I couldn't get past the ward saves from the...
It was after that first Blood Knight charge, I was like, oh dear, there goes everything on that side, but I think they've held up really, really well.
Yeah, I really wish I'd put all the Blood Knight attacks now into the Flagellants.
Yeah. To bring them down.
To just get rid of them. I know I would have took more mortal wounds, which is what I was a bit worried about, but I feel like I should have just took it on the chin and just got rid of the Flagellants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But instead I split their attacks, and the Flagellants are still there, like 3 turns later.
Absolutely. 5 of them just hold man.
Yeah. What it's got me thinking about, because when it comes to men of the match, or man of the match side of thing, I do think my Blood Knights were the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I thought Blood Knights were brilliant because it's really tanked with a good save amount of wounds, got the hunger to heal up. They just got bogged down in like a tar pit. And I think your tar pit is your man of the match as well, right?
Absolutely, that entire right flank was...
Because you said turn 1, didn't you, off camera? You were like, well, I think you got me here.
Yeah.
And then turn 3, and still there. So...
Still going, just chipping away.
What we got me thinking as the game was going, I was thinking, like, I've got like a few skeletons, a few zombies, a necromancer. You know, I said at the beginning I got like a trifecta. I've got a vampire lord, a necromancer, a white king, and it didn't seem to work out at all.
No.
So it didn't work out for you with having a good mix.
Yeah.
Of stuff. It didn't seem to work out for me at all. It made me think I should be leaning into one more than like taking a bit of everything. It made me think like, oh, I should have all Blood Knights, or should have all skeletons. Do you know what I mean? That's what it made me think. And not zombies at all, because what have they done to the stat line of a zombie? They're awful. They're absolutely terrible. What is it?
What was it, 1 attack each now?
Just 1 attack each. It hits on a 5, and they only cause a mortal wound back now on a 6.
Not great.
Unless, like, I've got to reread the corpse cat rule and it makes them, like, go Super Saiyan. But if I'd known that when we were doing the army lists to make match, I would have took the zombies out. If I'd known they were that awful, I would have went, nah, see you later, I'll put someone else in. But as I went over at the beginning, I am working on more Blood Knights. I've got the 5 of the old models that I'm nearly done. Then I've got 10 of the new ones. Then I'm going to be getting Lord Vordry because I love you like the lore of New Lamia with Neferata and polishing skeletons.
Yeah.
And I love the lore of the Crimson Keep.
Just showing them like a drop pod.
I had like a visual of like I've obviously got the island of Mournhold, and you've got the cities under attack by the vampires and skeletons, and the Stormcast also attacking the cities, and then leaving and going into the wilderness, the woods, the hills, the caves, to battle the Flesh Eater court. Do you know what I mean? And I just had this amazing visual of like the Stormcast winning against the Flesh Eater courts, and then like the sky going red, and them looking up, and then the Crimson Keep appearing on the island of Mournhold because of what the Stormcast have been doing, because of what's going on, and then the Stormcast having to basically redirect, you know what I mean, and then take on the hordes and hordes of Blood Knights and bats and dragons that are going to come flying out of it.
That's really cool.
I really love that. Really love that idea. Whether I can get some terrain
to represent that.
Yeah, because I always like the idea with the Crimson Keep turns up. It's like Hellraiser. You know, like chains just start coming out the ground and like chaining it to the spikes and chains coming out. And
absolutely,
to fix it to the area. You know what I mean? As if like it's like needs to be like bound in that area. I think that the idea of that's sick. Yeah. I was thinking of getting like big Halloween chains.
Oh yeah,
plastic Halloween chains, and just super glue them up. So like they go up like off the board into like big like pieces of like red spikes sticking out, as if like everywhere nearby has just been chained to the Crimson Keep.
I think that'd be really cool.
That would look really cool.
Yeah.
I just, ever since I read about it, I thought that's so cool. And plus, because in the old world, I used to do the Blood Keep anyway with the Blood Knights and stuff. Now it just seems to be expanded more into that, into that lore, which is just cool. Like Nagash, obviously with the way Nagash works, he never just kills anybody. He's too petty for that, isn't he? So Lord Vordrai is bound to the Crimson Keep. It's his curse. He's crazy and he'll attack anyone who goes near the Crimson Keep. But because of that, Nagash protects his keep and puts it wherever he wants people to die. You know what I mean? There you go. Like you say, Space Marine drop pod. Opens up. Blood Knight. Blue. You know what I mean? But then also we're saying like, oh, the Stormcaster battling against the Flesh Eater corpses gives you opportunity to get
Usher and Pace.
Usher and...
Absolutely. He is on his way.
Yeah,
slowed down a bit because of life stuff, but...
Yeah, stupid life.
I know. I just want
On life, am I right?
I just want to play Warhammer all the time.
Yeah, same. But that gives us an opportunity to do a 2,000 point game with the Flesh Eater corpses.
Absolutely, yeah. And then I'll be moving on to the Soulblight.
And then you'll be moving on to Soulblight.
Yeah.
I just want to, especially after this game, it's definitely showing me that I need to lean into one or the other.
Absolutely, yeah.
I've got loads of skeletons already painted from my old world army, but they're still on square bases, unfortunately. And it's just a pain to get, especially when I'm doing all the other things that I'm on with. The thing that's been holding me back is that people following, I haven't like posted many miniatures that I am always getting like characters and stuff done, but I'm working on a scenery set in secrecy until I can like unveil the whole thing, and it's massive. So like the set that I'm doing, so I've been trying to do that and not like in secret, so I can be like, bam, there you go, look at that. So that's once that's done, then I'll be back onto the armies and getting stuff sorted, and hopefully soon we can have a battle with the Blood Knights.
Yeah.
Army. Plus, at the time of filming this, you can't actually buy the book, and none of the Soulblights for sale, is it?
I don't think so, no. I got it in the army set.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. Like, they seem to have been out for ages, but they're not out at all. Like, what? You know what I mean? And then I just found out when you're looking in the book, there's no Vampire Lord on Dragon.
Oh yeah, no Vampire Lord and Dragon. Because
I've got the old Lord Vordrai model, you know, on the old zombie dragon. So I'm thinking I'll just have to use that as the other version of the box build, the Revenant Draconif.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we've got plenty to get on with then for Sigmar, haven't we?
Way too much. It's going to be a summer inside.
I work outside, so I see enough of it outside anyway. I don't mind.
Turning up a goal, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah. With our posture made from painting, yeah. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the videos with the Blood Knights and Usheran, and then one day Neferata.
One day, yeah, probably next year.
Probably. See you there.
See you in a bit.